2018 Mercedes-AMG E63 S Wagon. Once again, it has the power to surprise. About 10 years have gone since a Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG wagon with a tear-grunting 507 horsepower 6.2-liter V8 was the undisputed legend of our surprise speed tournament, in which we distinguished 5 impossible sets of cars that, in view of our testing, could run neck and neck from 0 to 60 miles per hour as well as through the quarter mile. That 2007 E63 wagon's astounding 4.0-second 60 mile per hour dash and 12.5-second quarter mile at 115 miles per hour would likely have stunned the cocksure driver of the then new Audi R8 supercar, who would have endured the additional insult of viewing the wagon pull more remote and more distant ahead past the quarter until achieving its electronically constrained greatest speed of 155 miles per hour. Amazement, in fact. Were we to return to that story idea utilizing current models, the E63 wagon would by and by be a main event. For 2018, the draggin wagon is more ruthless than any time in recent memory. The E63 is offered exclusively in S-frame, which implies Mercedes-AMG's hot V twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 produces 603 pull and 627 pounds-to-foot of torque. Those gigantic aggregates are dispersed through AMG's execution-tuned 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive framework and 9-speed programmed transmission. The E63's selectable drive programs incorporate an AMG-particular race mode, a back-wheel drive empowering drift mode, and dispatch control. Along these lines prepared, this station wagon now rockets to 60 miles per hour in 3.0 seconds level. Keep the go pedal planted, and one will get rid of a quarter mile in 11.2 seconds while voyaging 126 miles per hour. For reference, the wagon coordinated the E63 S vehicle's 0 to 60 time and was simple tenths behind in each other quickening measure. The snappiest current-age Audi R8 we've tried, a 610 horsepower plus car, hit the mile-a-minute stamp in 2.9 seconds, with the quarter coming up in 10.9 at 129 miles per hour. Obviously, a rematch would intrigue. Supercar smacking speeding up is so natural in the E63 wagon that you could instruct the most anxious beginner how to do it in under a moment, from a dead stop. With Sport, Sport Plus, or Race mode chose, simply hold the brake, floor the throttle until the revs level, around 3,500 revolutions per minute, and discharge the brake. At that point hang on while the power sends everything not safely tied down, caps, handbags, rucksacks, satchels, or, truly, that buzzword heap of staple goods, into a vicious experience with the seat backs, the liftgate, or whatever the nearest vertical surface behind it might be. There is next to zero wheel spin, just unstable forward movement that pulls the sides of your mouth into an automatic smile and straightens any free skin all over, a moment facelift that endures precisely as long as one has the nerve to keep his or her foot planted. The E63 offers considerably more than touchy quickening. In fact, all around, our test auto was about as completely sportified as an E63 S Wagon can be, outfitted as it was with $8,950 carbon earthenware brake rotors, a $2,500 combine of strong front execution situates, a $1,250 execution fumes framework, and a $1,700 set of dark cross-topped 20-inch wheels shot in 265/35 ZR20 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, altogether speaking to generally 50% of the $32,785 worth of choices that brought the cost of our station wagon to a fantastically spendy $140,730. Strangely, these additional items didn't deliver any preferable braking or cornering comes about over we saw amid our trial of a 2014 E63 S 4MATIC wagon in late 2013. The two wagons ended from 70 miles per hour in a sparse 153 feet, and this one clung to the blacktop to the tune of 0.96 grams, 0.01 not exactly the 36 pounds heavier 2014 model. All things considered, those are still genuinely momentous execution figures. It's not only the quantifiable execution the E63 S Wagon conveys yet additionally the force and artfulness the auto shows. The ride is firm, yet with the auto in comfort or even sport mode, one needn't fear losing fillings or harming delicate load. In all modes, the directing is informative and constantly very much weighted, and body movements are properly limited. especially in Sport Plus and race driving modes. The transmission's whip split-up shifts and prescient downshifts, finished with that addictive pop appropriate off-throttle, are satisfying. Shockingly, we didn't have a chance to play with drift mode much on this warmed Los Angeles streets where our road driving occurred, consigning our amusing to the test track, where a couple of slides demonstrated that the auto does to be sure pivot capably. The greater part of the above is particularly exquisite in light of the fact that, on account of the one-of-a-kind outward perceivability attributes and the acoustics particular to this body style, you always remember you're in a wagon. Helped by the discretionary execution deplete, the sounds created by the 4.0-liter V8, some of which are funneled in through the speakers, are magnificently boisterous. The 45 decibel sit without moving thunder and the 81 decibel full throttle howl gauged, with the fumes in normal mode, it's significantly louder in sport mode, are as captivating as those in any new muscle auto or games car available today, even with the $1,100 acoustic comfort bundle that incorporates more lodge protection and windshield and side glass intended to lessen sun-based pickup and street clamor. The other $17,000 or so in choices incorporated a premium bundle with a complete suite of electronic well-being helps for $3,600, a $1,500 advanced lighting bundle that includes versatile LED headlights with programmed high bars, an AC electrical plug for $115, 3-zone programmed atmosphere control for $760, and warmed back seats for $580. Giving the auto some visual edge all around are a $1,080 layer of cardinal red metallic paint, a $1,600 dark micro-suede main event, and more than $8,000 in carbon fiber and shine dark outside and inside trim. Not all things cost additional, notwithstanding, as the $107,945 base cost incorporates an all-encompassing sunroof, multicolor selectable surrounding lighting, 13 Burmester speakers under their marked shining grills, and a lot of other extravagant treats. The main thing missing was a load coordinator, which, given this present motor's mind-boggling may, is all around essential. It is, all things considered, a wagon, huge load hold, split collapsing back seats, whatnot. In any case, its viable proclivities are not why we'd spend a fortune on an auto like this. It's only a side advantage.